Good morning, Lord. Salamat niining bag-ong kabuntagon. Salamat sa grasya sa pamilya ug gasa sa kinabuhi. Salamat sa mga pagkaon nga naa sa amo ang lamisa, sa balay nga among masilungan ug labaw sa tanan. Salamat sa walay unda nga pagbubo mo sa imong gugma diri kanamo. Nang hinaot kami nga imo kaming giyahan sa among adlaw-adlaw nga buluhaton. Ug karong adlawa tibuok namong kasing-kasi nga ipaambit among gugma kanimo ug para sa matag usa. Gamita kami isip instrumento sa pagbuhat sa mga angay buhaton. Liguna ug giiway kami sa dautan ug panalipdi kami sa mga kasakit. Ginoo, dili namo makaya kung wala ka sa amuang kinabuhi. Busa tanan namo pagabuhaton among gihalad diha sa imuhang makagagahong nga pangalan. Amen.
Kaibigan, kung may suliranin ka, huwag mag-alala, manalangin ka. Magpakatatag sapagkat ang buhay natin ay may pag-asa. Basa ang bagong pag-asa. Andito kami, tutulong sa'yo. Ang kabuhayan spiritual para sa kalusugan mo. Halika na dito sa Marsa. Kaibigan, nasaan ka man, hanggat kailangan mo ng karamay o kaakbay at katuwang, sapagkat ang buhay natin ay may pag-asa. Masa ang bagong pag-asa. Andito kami, tutulong sa'yo. Pagkabuhayan spiritual para sa kalusugan mo. Halika na. Masa ang bagong pag-asa. Andito kami, tutulong sa'yo. Pagkabuhayan spiritual para sa kalusugan mo. Halika na.
In Masa, we always believe the divine providence of our Lord, our God, our King. Whatever you have done to the least of your brothers and sisters, you have done it for me. When I am hungry, you feed me. When I am thirsty, you give me drink. God bless you.
Masa ang bagong pag-asa. Andito kami, tutulong sa'yo. Pagkabuhayan spiritual para sa kalusugan mo. Halika na. Masa ang bagong pag-asa. Andito kami, tutulong sa'yo. Pagkabuhayan spiritual para
Nasayod ka ba kun unsa ang masa? Nasayod ka ba kun para asa ang masa? Ang masa kasangga sa mga kabus, duulanan sa mga way tingog. Ang masa, bagong pag-asa ng masa. Makamasa ka ba? Kapihan sa masa.
Ang kapihan sa masa gihatod kaninyo sa CWS Partners.
Good morning mga kamasa! It's a beautiful day and I hope all is doing good. So and of course no, I'm praying na unta all is well while roaming around the world. So this is Elaine and you're watching Kapihan sa Masa Live. Today is another episode of the Youth Empowerment Series. So mga kamasa, I welcome you all to Yes Wednesday. So how are you today mga kamasa? Excited na ba mo for today's episode? Yes, no, of course. I know na daghan jud mo gahulat sa atong episode karong adlaw. Well, kung excited mo, mas excited ko kay ang atong makauban karon is someone far away from the Philippines because she is currently living in China. Mga kamasa, she is now on her 11th grade, an active member in her community. She is also into sports such as soccer, basketball, and volleyball. She is also part of student council and has an experience in organizing countless student-led service projects for both her local and global community. Mga kamasa, let's all welcome Miss Jean Iris Lauron. Hi, ma'am. Welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you for having me.
So, how are you today, ma'am?
I'm good. I'm good.
Oh no, by the way, I'm very happy that finally you are here now, ma'am, to share with us your experiences because I've been so thrilled talaga upon knowing that I am the one in charge for this interview. I mean, I'll be having the chance to meet someone who is confident and someone who have reached a lot in life already at a very young age, no?
Thank you.
So, going on, Miss Jean, growing up in China and being able to study there, can you share with us what is your favorite subject to study in school?
My favorite subject to study there's two of them. One of them is service leadership, and the other one is AP Environmental Science. So for service and leadership, we learn the importance of why we serve and how to serve, and how certain countries are dealing with circumstances and what other people are doing to help them. And then it's really important to learn why we need to serve because that's something I really value. And then other class times, we would spend the whole day just serving others. So we would help our school cleaners just clean the school buildings and stuff, and also help our teachers teach. And it's really cool and really fun. It's a great opportunity.
Wow, no? It's nice to know na naaday pagkapare-pareha gihapon ang mga ginatudlo sa China o sa Philippines because when I was at your age talaga, I don't have any specific favorite because dili ko gusto nga i-limit akong self and siguro ako yung tao na wala lang, I wanna go to school because to have an allowance, chill, like that. Chill lang gid ko nga bata sa una and I'm so happy nga ikaw, daghan kag mga gusto na agi kay specific nga giganahan at school. What do you do in your spare time, Miss Jean?
I don't have any spare time. I'm a very busy teenager. So like right after school, I would do sports or extracurriculars. And then after that, I would either study or do homework or organize service projects. I have very little free time and I'm okay with that. But in the small times I do have free time, like in the weekends or something, I would just watch anime or watch YouTube and entertain myself.
Wow. With that age, no? You are being productive na talaga and wala lang because before, ma-imagine ako katong bata pa ko, I have a lot of time to play around sa mga silingan, maglaag kay mo man gid akong gusto, bata pa. So, ma'am, living there in China, is there one difference between education in China and in the Philippines?
Yeah, there are several differences. However, I didn't study in a Chinese education. I studied in international education. So I can't really say anything about Chinese education. And to compare it is very difficult because I've never had a Philippine education as well. I've studied in Philippines for like 1 month, and it's not enough to fully grasp the Philippine education. However, one major difference I did see is that Philippines teaches you life skills like home economics, sewing, cooking, stuff like that. And here in my education, that when I received in this international school, we don't really have that. So it's a missed opportunity, but we have other great things as well.
So, you're fluent also sa Chinese nga language, ma'am?
No.
I'm just curious.
No, gamay lang.
Huh? Gamay lang. Okay. So, what is one part of Filipino culture that you are very proud of, Ma'am Jean?
One part of Filipino culture I'm very proud of would be the community. Here in China, since there's mainly Chinese people, it's very cool to see, like when you walk down the street and you could see a Filipino person, you make instant connections. And I think that's really good because like everyone feels a sense of Filipino pride. And although I don't know much about the culture, it's like automatic connections and friendships built here.
No, all right. So personally, ma'am, one thing that I like the most of Filipino culture is we Filipinos is so generous and we are very welcoming and we always smile even how hard life is. So, muna ang makaproud sa Pinoy, no? So, okay. We always have this one thing that we want to share to other people. So, Miss Jean, growing up in China and being able to experience their culture, what is one part of Chinese culture that you would like to share with Filipino youth?
One thing I want to share, part of Chinese culture that I want to share with Filipino youth would have to be the sense of family here and connectiveness. So right now is Chinese New Year, as you know, and everything like is put on halt, and everyone goes back to their hometowns to reconnect with family and just spend time with them for like 1 or 2 weeks, and they would like make jiaozi, do fireworks, stuff like that. And I feel like it's really important to go back to what you know and who raised you, because that's really important on self-development. And for youth today, although it's getting more westernized and this type of value isn't really present, it's really important to understand where you come from and use that to develop yourself. So that's one part of Chinese culture I really value.
So, how does living in China be like, Miss Jean? Is it easy for you to live there knowing that you are a Filipino? You know, nowadays, bullying is, no, grabe na gid kayo. So, I'm curious kung, is there one time ba na nabully ka because you're a Filipino? Something like that.
No, that never really happened to me. I study in a Christian school, and everyone has the same situation as I do. Everyone's international. Everyone doesn't have like a set place where they belong. Everyone is either like they come from a specific place, like I come from Philippines, but I'm not really completely Filipino because I was raised in China, but I'm not Chinese either. And I was raised in an international community. So what does that make me? So everyone has the same background. Well, similar backgrounds because everyone comes from a different place. Everyone knows what each other understands, and so that never really happened to me.
All right. So, what challenge you have faced while growing up there, ma'am, and how did you cope up with that challenge?
A challenge that I faced was not really knowing where I came from. Like, although everyone has the same background as me, I still didn't know who I was and what was my purpose, because I had all these cultures around me and I didn't know how to identify myself. And the way I coped with that was just understanding that I'm all of these cultures. I am Filipino, but I'm also Chinese, and I'm also like largely international. So I just learned to accept myself and realize that this is what makes me different and unique and special.
Well, I think you're also a very good person knowing na nakihalubilo ka from other culture, knowing na you are Filipino, then nakaya nimo nga makipagsabayan sa ilaha. So, with that, I think okay ka as a person na kanang easy to vibe with. So, every one of us also has our goals in life, Miss Jean. So, for you as a person nga medyo daghan na gyud og naabot sa life, what are your goals and aspiration in life?
My goals in life are very, very big. I want to solve a lot of problems with the world, mainly poverty, because I was able to leave a life of poverty because my parents were able to get a job in China. And I realized that I'm so privileged and lucky. So I want to share this privilege I have with other people and give them the opportunity to live this way as well, to have a more fortunate life with more resources, with more more education, stuff like this. So I want to dedicate my life after I graduate high school to give back to my community, to travel the world and help children just as much as I can.
Wow. So, ganina ma'am, gusto ta na ko ipangutana sa imo na if you have the power to solve the problems in the world, what would it be and why? Kaso murag, before I asked that, natubag na kay murag, you want to, if you have the power, you want to solve poverty and X. So, nako, what for? Okay, so kanina lang akong pangutana, ma'am. What is your inspiring message to the youth today?
My inspiring message to the youth is to raise above low expectations. So I'm only 17. I was 16 like 3-4 days ago. And I feel like I have accomplished so much, mainly because I put myself out there. I reached for opportunities that seemed impossible. And I feel like if me, an ordinary student that just got lucky, can do something like great, that every person, every future leader of this world, the youth, are also capable of doing something impactful as well.
Wow. By the way, belated happy birthday and happy Chinese
thank you.
New Year, Miss Jean. And thank you so much nga pala for allowing us to know more about you and for allowing us to let us know your experiences in life. By the way, before I forget, I've heard na you have been invited katong speech siya, something like ikaw ang nag-speech sa TED Talk.
TEDx talk.
Can you share
Yeah.
with us your experience?
Okay. So in the past, last year, I was able to be a service leader, the head student leader in my school service project, where we were able to collect toys, books, and clothes from our student body and send half of them to a local Chinese elementary school and the other half to Cagayan Valley and Cagayan de Oro. And yeah, it was a great opportunity where we were able to collect around 3,500 around that donations, and it was really great. So then when I told TEDx about this, they invited me to speak in front and also motivate youth to, reach above low expectations and do something.
So, Miss Jean, after the TED Talk, nabay something na change sa imuhang life after that?
After the TED Talk, I felt more confident in myself. So although I really love doing stuff, like putting my hands and like organizing something, I am not the best talker. I stumble a lot. I'm not very confident in myself. But after the TEDx talk, I felt like I can accomplish anything because I gave a TEDx talk. So I am more confident in myself because of that.
Wow, so kinsay dili ma-confident dadto no talking on stage and then you have a lot of audience kay because me myself I really don't think I can do that kay shy, I'm a shy type of person good. So Ma'am Jean, is there anything else nga gusto nimo pasalamatan?
Oh, I also want to thank my parents for helping me with everything. They're always supportive. Yeah.
And Miss Jean, have you tried community service na?
Yes. Every year, either in my school or family projects, every time we go back to the Philippines during summer, my parents would always organize some sort of donation thing to to the churches they started.
So while doing the community service, I mean, is it required to do the community service or you do it kay gusto nimo magtabang?
For my school itself, they do require like 25 hours of service. However, those are just baselines, and it's only for juniors and seniors. I've been doing community service since I was like 7th grade, and I did way more than 25 hours, and I just like it because it's very self-fulfilling, and also because my parents encouraged me.
So Miss Jean, bata pa magigay ka, naglakaw na ka diri sa Pilipinas. So, when are you planning to come here to visit the Philippines?
Well, I visit the Philippines every summer as much as I can. I was in Philippines during 2020 most of the time. Yeah, I will probably come back every year if COVID-19 allows.
So, since nakaanhin na ka sa Pinas, na-miss ba nimo ang Pilipinas?
Of course. I miss my family back home. I have 3 dogs as well. My cousin's visiting Philippines right now, and I wish I was there to see her.
Wow.
And yeah, I miss the beaches, all the
Wait lang.
fun stuff around.
And also, is there certain nga food nga imuhang na-miss sa Pilipinas since lahi ra gid kayo ang mga pagkaon nato diri no?
Yes, I miss turon, banana turon so much. When I was there in Philippines, I ate it like every day. And when I came back, my mom started making banana turon for me as well. But I really miss the ones in the Philippines.
Okay.
Oh, Mang Inasal, Jollibee. Oh,
Wow. Oy, ang imong gipang mention ma'am, uso gid kayo og patok gid kayo na siya diri sa Pilipinas no. Muna nga kung wani gid ka diri mo gina ang mga pagkaon nga dili gid mo pwede nga dili kaunon kay lami gid siya and patok sa masa. All right, so thank you kayo ma'am ha sa imuhang time. So, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Thank you so much for staying with us. I hope also na you have taken some lessons from this episode that you'll be able to apply in your daily life. This is your host, Kamasang Elaine, leaving you with the saying, never stop learning because life never stops teaching. Thank you so much and have a good day ahead. This portion is brought to you by Friends of BBM.
BBM, 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 BBM. Bongbong Marcos ang ating iboto ngayong halalan. Siya ay tunay na kaibigan, tapat maaasahan, lahat pantay-pantay. Lahat tayo magkaisa at sama-sama. Bongbong Marcos, Bongbong Marcos, para sa Pangulo ng Pilipinas. Wow! Bongbong Marcos, Bongbong Marcos, siya ang pag-asa ng bayan. Mga kababayan, gumising na sa katotohanan. Mga magulang, kabataan, alang-ala sa bayan. Sana all sa kalam sa halalan, BBM ang manalo para sa pagbabago ng ating bansa. Bongbong Marcos, Bongbong Marcos, para sa Pangulo ng Pilipinas. Wow! Bongbong Marcos, Bongbong Marcos, siya ang pag-asa ng bayan. BBM, 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 BBM. Bongbong Marcos, Bongbong Marcos, para sa Pangulo ng Pilipinas. Wow! Bongbong Marcos, Bongbong Marcos, siya ang pag-asa ng bayan. BBM, siya ang pag-asa ng bayan. BBM for President!
Buluscano, welcome to Turugan Cafe. We serve halal food like randang, coffee, frap, tea, and Maranao delicacies.
Kapihan sa Masa would like to thank the following: Masa Foundation, Masa Technical Institute, Religious of the Assumption, CWS Pardalis, Honorable Governor Mamental Alonto Adjong Jr. of Lanao del Sur, former Director of DPWH, Ma'am Beth Tupas Barroso, WTG Construction and Development Corporation, Secured Bank, and Smart Communication.
We would also like to thank our government agencies partners, Department of Labor and Employment, Department of Trade and Industry, Technical Education and Skills Development Authority, Philippine Charity Sweepstakes Office, RPN TV5 and DXKO Video Station Manager, Ma'am Jean Cerojejos.
Kapihan sa Masa.
Ang kapihan sa masa hatod kaninyo sa Secured Bank.
For suggestions, comments, and feedbacks, please get in touch with Masa Foundation. Contact details flash in your screen. You can follow us on Marian Foundation 1995 or send us email masafoundation95@gmail.com. You can call or SMS us at 0917-678-8939.